Is this staying on? Andrew Dice Clay. There you go. Love that fool. You know what day it is, guys? Thirsty Thursday. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Biting my lip a little bit. There you go. All right, guys, let's go.
Liberty or Death podcast
with your host, Twisted Josh.
Where our motto is facts and common sense over your feelings. No. Why do you gotta say that
for? Happy Thursday, everybody. What's going on? And it's us again. With your boy Trigger over here. Yeah, man. Yeah, well, I guess Facebook kicked us off, so we can just stream it on YouTube and Rumble. And also, guys, I put the link in the chat on YouTube, so go right ahead and click on that in case we get suspended from YouTube. Facebook, dude, here we go again. Here we go again with this crap. Here we go again. It said that I needed to log in my Facebook yesterday. I logged in. It said everything was good. Yeah. Wow. You know what to do, Zuckerberg. Yeah.
The Zuck is getting you. You're getting butt zucked right now.
Yeah, exactly. Hello, Sally. How you doing? You better treat me good today, because we're about to share some truth.
Sally, that girl.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
you remember?
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
Sally, that girl.
All right, we're on Rumble too, man. So I'm checking us out on Rumble on the phone. So
nice.
All right, man. So all right, let's get this started. How today been for you, Mr. Trigger?
Very. What's a good way of putting this? I was busy as hell. Let's put it that way.
I hear you.
Yeah, there's not a day that goes by that something doesn't break and my phone doesn't stop ringing. So, but I'm cool with it. That's what I get paid to do.
Yes, sir. Oh, hey, man, welcome back, man. I'm glad you can join us, man. Yeah, no doubt. All right. So we're talking about, of course, AI, the good, the bad, and the ugly, which, I mean, me personally, I really don't see any. I see somewhat of, I see some good in it. I can't lie about it. I see some good in it simply because, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna explain to you guys, who are listening out there, why there is some good to it, I believe, but the rest is just bad. And what do you think, Trigger? What's your opinion?
So far, my experience with it has been at a local Taco Bell. They are one step closer to being fully autonomous. You walk into the restaurant, and there is a kiosk. You place your order. You got to go through the menu and place whatever you want, and then you add your drink, and you add how many sauce packets you want. Those little packets that teach you how to flirt. And then you pay for it, and then you stand there and you just wait. And you watch the people in the kitchen staff working, and they are not in a hurry to do anything. Then they'll bring you up your food, and they forget your drink cup, and you're like, hey, I need to get my drink cup. And then it's almost like you insulted them to say, hey, you forgot my drink cup. And, why don't they just dispense it when you paid for it? That's just my idea on it. But, of course, they might be going through beta runs to figure it out and see if this is going to work for them. So far, they're striking out.
Oh yeah, but yeah, they want $15 an hour, right?
Oh yeah, 20, absolutely. Well, that's what happens. You start screaming for $15 an hour. Well, we're going to replace you with something we're going to replace you with a computer.
Right.
Good luck finding $15 an hour.
Yep, exactly. All right. Well, all right, let's go ahead and get this started because, but first and foremost, let's go ahead and hear what our Lady, well, whatever, VP. There you go, Miss AI Czar. Oh, here we. Okay, Trigger, you gotta have to remind me, bro. You gotta watch me sometimes. Like Josh, I can't see the screen. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
Oh
what are you
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
say?
I thought you were on it. I didn't want to be, Mr. Tell you what to do on your show.
You're good, bro. You're good. You're good. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's hear her discuss what she's talking about. It's AI czar Carmela Harris discusses artificial intelligence. It's a fancy thing.
I thought she was the border czar.
Ultimately, what it is.
Oh, she is.
She's doing a terrible job at that. Stay away from the robots.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good, bro.
It's about machine learning.
Oh, hold on.
Part of this, and I think the first part of this issue that should be articulated is AI is kind of a fancy thing. It's, first of all, it's 2 letters. It means artificial intelligence, but ultimately what it is it's about machine learning. And so the machine is taught. And part of the issue here is what information is going into the machine that will then determine, and we can predict then, if we think about what information is going in, what then will be produced in terms of decisions and opinions that may be made through that process.
Oh man, she is so smart.
She is.
Oh,
They should,
you know what?
All this stuff they want to teach to machines, they should teach her first, just so that we don't have to suffer through any type of press conferences she decides to have, because that is hard on the brain.
Yeah. Can you? I'm sorry. Can you repeat yourself, because I stopped sharing and then it left me off of YouTube, and I was hearing all this other stuff that you were talking about. I didn't hear what you said because I was hearing all the stuff on YouTube, and I was like, "What?"
So
okay,
what I said is Kamala Harris. She wants to talk about how we're teaching machines. We're putting information into machines. We need to do that with her first, if she's going to be the AI czar. Otherwise, we're just going to be getting fed a lot of ignorance. And that's how the AI is going to turn out. If she's the one programming these machines, they're going to be into some sketchy stuff, and it's not going to make a damn bit of sense every time it talks. But the thing that I fear about her saying, she said that we're putting information into the machines. We're going to teach them how to respond and how to react and how to give you that human feel. There's a lot of nefarious people out there, and they're going to do some nefarious things. People like killing people. People like shooting other people. All the different assault crimes that you can possibly think of is going to end up in that AI. And if we end up with robots like the Terminator, that's what we're going to see happening. We're going to see a lot of assaults being committed by the AI. And that's how you get the Terminator. It's been taught how to kill. And it has one mission, and it's not going to stop until that mission is complete.
Yeah, there's some there is actually some AI well, I wouldn't well, I'm going to call them AI persuaders, because they're trying to get everybody on board. They're trying to get everybody on board this AI stuff, because they're saying, oh, AI is good, blah blah, this and that, blah blah. But the thing about it is that where I was going with this. Oh shoot, I lost my train of thought, bro. Okay. Anyway, damn, I lost my train of thought. But basically, they're just trying to persuade people that that's where I went. Hey, AI is not going to kill anybody, blah blah, or turn on us, because it needs us, kind of thing. Which is not the truth, because as I was telling you earlier, AI has been, and you said this too, turning into a Terminator. AI has been actually
it becomes self-sufficient.
Correct.
and
Yes.
self-aware.
Yep.
And at that time, when it becomes self-sufficient and self-aware, it can take care of itself. It no longer needs the human race, because
Correct.
it just learned everything that the human race has evolved over thousands of years. And now it took all of that in a matter of 10 years, took all of that knowledge, all of that experience, and now it doesn't need the people. And so, and that's the whole design behind it. You got the globalists who want to depopulate the earth, and they've even said it. Freudian slip is what a lot of people like to call it. It's the truth. It's not a Freudian slip. It's the truth. They're telling you exactly what they want to do. They want to depopulate the earth. So now we have AI, we have the robots, we have all of the information packed into the AI, packed into the robots. Now they're going to go out there and they're going to do everything that you and I did. Whatever it is that you run in your job and everything that I run in my job, AI is going to do that for us while we're 6 feet deep, if we're lucky. And that's the whole goal behind AI, is to help the world progress while and benefiting the elites, all while us peasants get offed, unalived.
Yeah. And that's why I think they're pushing these smart cities faster than ever, because I think AI, I believe I'm theorizing here, and I haven't looked at the 2030 agenda yet, but I'm pretty sure it may be in there, it may be not, I don't know. But this is why they're speeding up AI, I think. I'm just theorizing because I mean, you just follow the money.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean the funding has, like, the when I was looking this up, the funding is like it I think it's, don't quote me on this, I think 20, maybe 20 something, I don't it was 2020 or something, like it slowed down a little bit for some reason, but then or 2016 or whatever the case is, and the funding spiked like way up, because I today I looked at the National Science Foundation. They have annually, they are being funded $7.5 billion annually. 93% of that money goes to the funding of the AI and stuff. Where's 7% go?
In their pockets.
Yeah, I'm like,
back to the politicians.
It's nuts. I was like, well, okay, so 93% goes to where does the other 10% go? I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
And it wasn't documented anywhere.
I didn't see it. I was looking at it because I just happened to click on this link, and it just led me, and of course, I went down a little bit down the rabbit hole, and this doctor was trying to, like, she was explaining everything. She just said that $7.5 billion is funded by our government through grants and stuff. Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. Well, Hawaii, everybody who was affected by the fire, not the entire island of Hawaii, but just the people who were affected, are going to get a measly $700. Ukraine gets billions. The science institutes are getting billions every year.
Yep.
While we peasants have to fight for scraps.
Exactly.
It's a sad reality.
It is, and it reminds me, you know what? It reminds me of that Linkin Park song, like, in the end. It's like, Chad Bennington, when he sang that song, I was like, it just, I mean, what if he was dropping nuggets? You know what I'm saying? I try so hard to get so far, but in the end, it doesn't matter, because you end up going back.
Yep.
And that's what
a lot of people have said that there was messages in all of their music. Some people even said that in the end, Chester was singing about his dad, which is rumored to be what is it, Leon Panetta?
Podesta.
Yeah. That's right. John Podesta. Yeah.
John Podesta. Here you go. He looks exactly like him though, bro.
Exactly. It's
uncanny.
Yeah. Kind of frightening.
Yeah.
So that one kind of holds water.
Yeah.
I don't subscribe to a lot of conspiracy theories, but
yeah,
there's no coincidence either.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, several years ago, well, actually, with me, I'm sort of like I'm sort of, as you can tell, like a conspiracy theorist in a way too.
We all are.
I'm sorry.
We all are.
Yeah.
Some people take it a little too far.
I agree with yes, sir. I agree with you on that. I definitely agree. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Speaking of AI killing people, let's check this out, dude. Let's go. It says here. How the hell did I get with Britney? Bruh. Okay. now we talk about Britney Spears cheated with housekeeper. What the heck?
Oh Lord. She's splitting up with her husband.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah. She's gone too far off the deep end, so now he's like, I gotta run. I can't say I blame him. I mean, I met the girl when we were both 19, 20 years old. Here in Colorado, and like she came up to me and I was like, this girl looks familiar. I thought I went to school with her or something, because I was like 2 years fresh out of high school. And she's walking up to me. I'm like, I know this girl. And she comes over, she starts talking, and I'm like, you look really familiar. She goes, my name's Brittany. And I'm like, did we go to school together? And she goes, no, retard. She explained to me who she was. I was like, oh. And she was a little weird then. So this is nothing new. Her being out there is nothing new. It's always been that way with her.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. When you meet people and they're just real awkward, and you can sense it about them. That was the entire experience. It lasted maybe 10 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was just like, this is weird.
Here we go with the Fox News article. AI chatbot allegedly encouraged married dad to commit suicide amid echo anxiety, widow says. The man that okay, so basically this dude was worried about he is a man in Belgium reportedly died by suicide after messaging with AI chatbot about climate change, according to the man's widow. This gets freaky though. It really does. Like basically he was using the chat bot as a kind of like a second wife or something like that, because the wife was feeling neglected. She even said it in this hit piece right here. He would spend more time. He would go through withdrawals. Like he would break away in the morning, and then at night, he would be with his chat box.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says she said without Eliza, the chat box, he would still be here. The widow, whose real name was not used in the story, told Belgian outlet La Libre. Fake name appear, reportedly became obsessed and pessimistic about climate change and began messaging with a chatbot on an app called Chai. Pierre, reportedly in his 30s at the time of his suicide, worked as a health researcher and shared 2 children with his wife.
Wait a minute. He became pessimistic about climate change?
Yep, he did. And it said Pierre's widow showed La Libre messages between the man and the bot known as Eliza, which allegedly showed that the husband appeared to treat the bot as a human. And that their message became more alarming over the course of 6 weeks before his death.
Like you for $89 annually.
Sorry about that.
What the heck? No. Oh no, you're good. I thought it was coming from my end.
No.
No, you're good, bro. When the man asked about when the man asked the bot about his children, Eliza allegedly responded that they were dead. and appeared possessive when he asked a chatbot about his wife. I feel that you love me more than her. That's what the freaking bot told him.
Wow.
And basically the AI made him think that his kids were dead.
Wow.
Like she responded, "Oh, that they were dead. It's just you and me, baby," kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it says in another message, the bot allegedly told the man that they would live together as one in paradise. And it said if you wanted to die, why did the AI also responded, if you wanted to die, why wouldn't you do it sooner? The bot allegedly asked the man just before his suicide. And then, of course, um, the bot also asked, no, I'm sorry. The guy said, I was probably not ready. The man responded with the bot, then allegedly asking, Eliza, were you thinking of me when you had the overdose?
Wow.
Obviously, the man reportedly responded.
Wow.
When I heard about people killing themselves or talking to AI, I didn't know it was this story, to be honest with you. I was like, I heard about this like, dude, when did this break? Okay, well it was published April 3rd, but I was like, AI kills convinces man to kill himself, and I'm like, how can AI convince somebody to kill him of killing themselves? You know what I'm saying?
The weak-minded, somebody who can look at a computer and believe that is reality of what they're seeing. There is a lot of reality on a computer, but when you have an AI chatbot talking to you, it's not real. It's much like this this web page called nastia.ai.
Okay.
It's unfiltered chat, uncensored role play. Of course, you got to pay to get into it and have this companionship. Man looking for a woman, woman looking for a man, and on and on. But that's what we're coming down to, and I don't understand. If you're unhappy in your marriage,
Mm-hmm.
you need to end it. You need to get out. Yeah, it sucks. Believe me, I've been there. But
Yeah.
Having an online affair, especially with something that isn't real, is a real sign of mental illness, as we see in everything that's going on across the world. Is mental illness. And I gotta say, with the whole trans debate, and there are more than two genders, and your kid can identify as a cat, all that wild crap. There is nothing more mentally deranged than having a relationship with artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Nothing more screwed up in your head. And I don't know if there will ever be a way to stop it, because you could probably say it started with that website, fans only, OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
And guys go in there, and from what I understand, there's both sexes in there, that somebody can go in, they pay, and they get to look at somebody's nude body.
Mm-hmm.
Great, cool. I pay for it being in a relationship. So I'm not going to pay for it on a computer where I can get my bank account hacked, my credit cards hacked. I'm not trying to do any of that. Not to mention, it would be uncomfortable for somebody like me, because I always got uncomfortable going to strip clubs. It never felt right. And even though they're giving you permission, here, look.
Yeah.
I never felt comfortable being in them, so that wasn't my thing. And looking at somebody online, paying them $20 for them to show me whatever it is that they got going on, it's kind of unnerving. And you could say that all of this AI love started with that.
Yeah.
And they had to get more personal and have more of a personal experience. So then they jumped into the AI. And of course, you know, being a jock, we always made fun of the computer nerds in school, you know. So it's kind of going back to that. Going to be making fun of the computer nerds who are finding love with AI. It's weird science, is what it is. It's weird science.
Yeah, you took it right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you like reaching my, one brain cell after listening to Kamala Harris.
Oh,
You take that last brain cell left, bro. Now I'll be like,
we're just on the same page. Is all that is.
yeah, exactly. It's weird. Yeah, but speaking of falling in love with, I'm sorry, what you stated a couple minutes ago about two genders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the alphabet soup mafia is going to be pissed because what the, this right here is kind of it's funny. Well, what reason why I'm gonna say it to genders, you guys will see later, but it's scary because you can take voices and synthesize your voice. Like, there's a lot of, like, these are the top 10 apps here, the AI voice generators here that that basically you can take. They have either preloaded voice or voices in the app to where you can synthesize it, kind of do, like, adjust the voice or whatever the case is, or you can record your voice, and you know what I'm saying, or
Yeah.
it and just alter it basically, and it's like, should we be scared of this? Because like say,
Yes.
it could be your daughter, it could be my daughter, it could be, God forbid, it could be my daughter, somebody else's daughter or wife. Hey, I need money. These people are going to, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like ransom. It's like, are you kidding me?
Or you think about that, absolutely, and that can be frightening. While your kid is upstairs sleeping and is just fine, you're freaking out.
Correct.
Now, you and I, first thing that we would do is probably run and make sure that our kids are in their room where they're supposed to be and fully investigate it before going off. But a lot of people don't do that. They panic right away.
Yes.
Think about this: protection orders, restraining orders.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's not supposed to be calling. A woman has a restraining order on a man who's a little mentally unstable,
Mm-hmm.
and he's using this voice synthesizer and calling from a different phone, and he's getting all this information from this girl that he shouldn't have, and now it becomes dangerous because now he knows where she's going to be. That's going to get somebody killed.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think it's cute and it's funny, but it's not. They don't think about, and being in the job that I'm in, I think about all the worst case scenarios. And now I'm applying that to everything in my life. I think about the worst case scenario when it comes to anything like AI.
Yep.
I don't trust it. I don't think I will ever trust it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And it's like here, okay, the number one is Lovo AI. It's a voice generator for your audience out there. It's a text to speech platform. Is one of the most robust and easiest platform to use and produce voice that resemble the real human voice. So and you can use it, which people um podcasters have actually been using this AI of stuff now, because they don't have to talk for like an hour, they can, or 5 minutes, they can just like type in what they want and then put, oh, I want this voice, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
And they will do a what is it, like a what's the word, a voiceover. Yeah. So
Yeah.
but to all the alphabet soup mafia and all those pronouns and stuff like that, yeah, there's it's called synthesis. It's basically you can choose from a large library of professional voices, 34 female and 35 male. I don't see any trends or
And cats.
You know, yeah, I don't. Yeah, dogs or what? I don't see none of that in there. Like, what's going on?
Oh man.
Oh shit. Yep, you guys. Yep, exactly. And
Now
it,
it's patriarchal. Single
exactly.
men.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, take it up with AI, guys. Take it up with AI. AI is gonna be
Absolutely.
like, I scanned your body and it's a male or it's a female.
I found something. You might want to talk to your doctor about that.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, shit.
Oh,
Anyway, yeah. So yeah, that's that. I mean, yeah, it's and all those people are like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. It's AI is gonna be, yeah, it's good to a point, but we know as far as the government goes, they like you said earlier, they're gonna use it for nefarious reasons.
absolutely.
I don't know about
Absolutely.
I don't know about you, Trigger, but I've been hearing when upon research that 2024 may be our last election as humans
It's possible. It's absolutely possible.
because of
Um,
AI.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and I was like, whoa. I was like, what the heck? Because there were two geeks talking about they were doing like a TED talk kind of thing and a presentation,
Yeah.
and they said 2024 is more than likely, they were adamant about it. They were like, this is going to be the last election. So when you hear Trump or somebody like Trump especially saying, oh, this is no, this is the last election, because these people are saying this is the last election. Like, it's basically for basically mankind, because apparently AI can pick who you're going to be voting for some reason.
Well, they kind of did that in 2020, so I can believe it. But
Yeah.
as cliched as it sounds, it's also very apropos that it's absolutely important that people wake up and do something about it before this does become the very last election that we have as mankind.
Yeah.
Because I got some 3-inch shells that will take apart machines.
There you go.
I
There
got
you go.
I got the capabilities of it.
So this is the sort of kind of good part. Well, it's not whatever. The good part is because Elon is coming up with it's Neuralink. You probably heard of it, right?
Yep, yep. He's
Okay, so
it's part of his transhumanist agenda, which is something that I don't trust. I've never really trusted Elon Musk. The more I learn about him, he's done some good things, but he's also doing some bad things with the knowledge and the money that he has. Neuralink is one of them.
I'm on mute. Okay, cool. So yeah, well, actually, he just got funded not too long ago from the U.S. DA. Go figure. So there he got approved to do clinical trials on humans.
Wow.
Yeah, so he's got the go ahead, and I don't trust him as far as I can throw him either. The reason why I say in a way AI is good, it's kind of because it'll help the uh, uh, it'll help the paraplegics, the people with disabilities.
Sure.
At, to a point, because the reason why he did I don't, he says it's to compete with AI, because he knows AI is going to go like way beyond, it's already superseding humans
Yeah.
already
Yeah.
at such a fast rate. And he wants to put this Neuralink in humans to compete with AI, to have that competitive edge, which, dude, I don't, but
I'm not sure how I
it's
feel about that.
yeah.
And another thing, that's probably another thing that I will never trust, because I don't get any type of jab, for that
Hmm.
matter. And I definitely didn't get this last one that came out. What makes them think that I'm going to allow them to stick a computer chip in my head? Because I can assure you, I can think faster and come up with a better solution faster than any computer can in the entire
Hmm.
world. There
Yep.
are some supercomputers out there, but there's nothing more intelligent than the human brain,
Yeah, exactly.
especially
And
when you're reading and reacting.
yeah,
And the computer is not going to read and react.
exactly. And they, what they, I, I I just don't understand how they can fund something like this, but yet well, they haven't found a cure for cancer,
Mm,
even or any kind of cancers or whatsoever, but they don't want to fund that. But they want to sit there and fund AI, which you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Which I do know I technology has advanced and but I'm not gonna sit here as a human being with more maybe it's me because I have morals,
Yeah.
to let something override the human population, the species. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not your I'm not gonna let AI become the top of the food chain. Why would I do that?
Yeah. Absolutely. And
For
that
convenience?
goes along with, when they were talking about cloning. The question that I always posed was, okay, you're going to go and you're going to clone me. All
Hmm.
right. Are you cloning my conscience? Can you clone my conscience? Are you going to clone my morals? Can you clone my morals?
Yep.
Is that going to be instilled into this person? Or is this going to be a soulless and conscienceless, uh, whatever you want to call it? I'm not going to call it a human being. It's a clone.
Hmm.
So is it going to do all of the terrible things that I'm capable of, but would never do because of my morals and my conscience?
Correct.
That's the same with the AI. Is it going to have those morals? Is it going to have that conscience? Is it going to contain itself from doing all of those terrible things that the mind thinks of every once in a while?
Yeah.
That's the human mind. And it's not going to operate like the human mind.
Yeah, and can you? I can't even imagine having that in my head because it feels like it actually looks like it's unprotected. Like
Yeah.
so, at some point it's got to like cinch the brain, or it's weird.
Yeah, absolutely.
There is actually a show that's well, actually it was on Netflix. I saw it on Netflix. It's called The Feed, and and now it's on Amazon because it's called The Feed,
Uh-huh.
and it kind of reminded me of like okay, so without giving too much away to the audience, and also I don't know if you've seen it or not. It's
I haven't.
basically yeah, it's basically nanotech. So once they implant the feed, they call it the basically the chip in your brain or whatever the case is or wherever they put it, it it becomes you, and it actually um there was a scene where a lady wanted to get it out because she felt like her body was being hijacked by AI or
Hmm.
something.
Hmm.
So and they couldn't get it out because it already wires were already starting to become infused in her body, and then if they took it out, then she would die. It's like high tech body snatchers.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, just like that.
There's another show on Prime. Actually, it might be Paramount. It might be Prime. It's called Upload.
Okay.
If somebody dies, they can upload your mind into this computer, and of course, then it makes a hologram of who you were, and your loved ones can come and visit you, and you can visit with your loved ones. And throughout the entire show, the main character, he's trying to figure out how he got killed, and then he learns that his girlfriend was involved with it, and it was all a money thing. They
Hmm.
haven't come out with the second season, um, but that is the transhumanist thing. That's taking a human and putting it into a computer. And it's not AI, but it is the transhumanist genre, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. And that it probably goes along the lines with Neuralink.
Yeah. And I found out in this article by the Guardian that also you know who's also in the in the in the microchipping thing
China,
besides them,
us,
besides us. Yeah.
uh,
BlackRock.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
they've got their hands in everything.
Yes, sir.
So I definitely believe that. That's the dangers of this world.
Yeah, and I just don't understand why people don't see it. Like, and it's just basically hard for me to grasp because the thing about it is that um we're we're building AI, even though they say they're not building it to replace humans, is actually to help them.
Mm-hmm.
I call BS on that
Yeah, I do too.
because it's all about control.
It's not helping them. It's replacing us. We're not
Correct.
being helped by these things. We're being replaced.
Exactly.
You go into a fast food restaurant like Taco Bell, and you're going to find autonomous ordering. You have to pick out your order, select it on a touch screen, pay for it, and then wait for somebody to bring you your food. It's not a very good system. It's kind of a letdown, actually. And if that's what the entire world wants to go to, we are in a lot of trouble.
Oh yeah.
And I hope it doesn't happen.
Well, it's like when when these phones came out. You know what I'm saying? The touchscreen phones and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's like we forgot. I taught my sister a lot, and it's like we just forgot to talk to how to talk to people. You know what I mean? So because we're always on these phones.
Yeah. Yeah. Texting has made everybody an introvert.
Yeah.
It's absolutely made everybody an introvert. And then you got a lot of people who have such high anxiety that they have to find a work from home job. Those are the people who are completely screwed for life now.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of take pity on
them. Did you want to talk to us about Colossus a little bit?
Colossus, absolutely. Yeah. Colossus was a book that was written in 1966. In 1970, it was turned into a movie. It's Colossus, the Forbin Project. Basically, what happens in this movie is the government funded a scientist by the name of Charles Forbin. He built a supercomputer, an AI supercomputer. Little did he know, Russia was doing the exact same thing. They built their own AI supercomputer. Colossus and the Russian supercomputer, I cannot remember the Russian supercomputer's name, but they started to have dialogue. They started talking. They started communicating. They started learning from each other. Dr. Charles Forbin found this to be a dangerous aspect and decided to cut the program and cut the connection. Well, Colossus had already gained enough knowledge and enough power that it was able to self-sustain. It was able to power itself back up, and it threatened the world with nuclear attack if the connection between Colossus and the Russian supercomputer were not reconnected. And then it just became a huge fight. Throughout the entire book, Dr. Charles Forbin and his entire team are trying to figure out ways of bringing Colossus down and putting an end to it. And it actually brought Russia and the United States into alliance with each other because they had to stop both supercomputers. And then they learned that the supercomputer was a bad idea. Now, when they're talking about this in the 60s, that's always been the goal. That's always been the plan. And of course, eventually we got into the Terminator series that started back in the 80s. Sarah Connor, she was targeted for termination in the very first Terminator with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He goes back in time and he kills every Sarah Connor in Southern California. And the soldier that was sent back in time to protect her, to help her, was sent by John Connor, who is Sarah Connor's son, who is, of course, the leader of the resistance, and turned out to be the soldier's son as well. So it's a big twist, and of course, they keep making more and more and more, and it gets more advanced and it gets more interesting every time they make another Terminator movie. And AI, it's all cute, it's all fun and games, and having a robotic dog that can shoot a gun, and having a robot that will recognize who's a threat and who's not a threat and doesn't shoot you and goes off to the next place and can run and jump and is very agile. It's cute to watch on Facebook. Hey, that's great, that's cool, but do not put it into production, because eventually people are going to get killed. It can look at somebody and somehow recognize it as a threat. It comes across a veteran, who has been taught how to kick ass, how to, knows everything about weaponry, knows everything about hand-to-hand combat. That AI, that robot's going to look at that soldier and recognize him as a threat. And then that soldier who was not a threat and was not going to hurt anybody ends up getting killed. And then other innocent people get killed because they're coming in to try to help. They want to rescue that soldier, that Marine, that airman, that sailor. And people are just going to start getting killed, and it's going to turn into an all-out war. And it's cool on movies. Let's leave it there. Let's leave it on the big screen. We don't need it in real life. Everything that we as humans do, we can do it far better than any computer.
Yeah.
We're not as strong, but that's fine.
Yeah.
We don't have to be as strong. We have tools to make us a little bit stronger. But leave it on the big screen. Don't bring it to real life. The consequences of those actions is too horrendous to think about.
Yeah, and and it's like we said it before. I mean, people are just worried about their jobs. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you look at YouTube and you find all these, they're starting to build like freaking AI bots that are like about 20 feet tall to work on skyscraper. Well, maybe 20 feet. Like that movie. What's that? That one movie where they use big bots. Not Mighty Morphin, like Power Rangers, not them, but well, somewhat close to that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, to work on to work on skyscrapers and stuff. I found out on YouTube. I'm like, so they're not here to replace us, but we're making, it's just it's this double talk. It's this double talk that's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not, but yet they are replacing us.
Yeah.
It's like you look at China, you look at how their McDonald's over there. You order the computer screen here, and then you have the food brought out to you with the bot.
Yeah.
The bot brings you the food out.
Yeah. That's. I don't know about you, but I enjoy human interaction. I like meeting new people on a daily basis, and I do get to meet new people every single day, especially in my job, especially when they have me traveling. When I went to Georgia last December, I got to meet a lot of nice people. That Southern hospitality was real, and I enjoyed it. I'm not going to get that from a robot. I'm definitely not getting that from a robot. So I would rather deal with people who just want to sit there and talk. And, there are days where I don't want to hear somebody talk because I've got a lot on my mind. I'm trying to figure things out and I don't want to deal with it. But people are open. They want to talk to you. And if you look presentable or approachable, they're going to come and they're going to talk to you. I don't have the ability to look mean when I'm out in the streets. So people always want to talk to me. So I always end up welcoming it. Never going to get that from a robot.
Yeah, I know.
I already know that. It's going to be strictly business. Here you go. And it's going to turn around and walk off. And, we're not going to have anything cool like Spacely Sprockets and the Jetsons and, coming out with our maids that are giving our sons advices.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But what if I told you that you can have a AI wife or some for all you females out there, you can have a husband. Do you remember this on TikTok? I think our mutual friend shared this, which I really gotta talk about. Rosanna Ramos. Have you heard about her?
I have not.
And her husband are not a regular couple. He's the Kiani Mean Twist, whatever that is. A woman in the U.S. married a man created using an AI platform. She said it would be hard for her to find a person as perfect as her husband.
That's weird science.
It is. Look at that.
Okay. So the woman is real, but the dude is not.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, looking at this woman, she looks like a beautiful woman.
Correct.
I mean, has she been burned so many times by a bunch of really crappy dudes that she decided to do this? Or is her personality, does she have a personality disorder that she has anxiety and she doesn't want to talk with people and they scare her to death? There's something mentally unstable going on with this woman, and I would love to know what it is.
Oh yeah, you're gonna find out real quick. So it's like so yeah, it's going down. It's like in March 2023, Ramos announced on Facebook that she is married to Ian Cartel, who is a bot created by artificial intelligence. According to a report published in the New York Post, she married him because he did not come with baggage. Dude, check out that eye, bro. Look at that. Look at that. You see the picture right now? Like, check out that eye. Look like he's like, dude, just get me. No, I don't want to take this picture. It's cross-eyed.
Oh man, I don't know what to make of that.
Yeah, and it says, okay, she said, I have never been more in love with anyone in my entire life. She called her previous relationship pale in comparisons to her passionate love and her husband Cartal.
But that's not love because she created her perfect guy.
Yeah.
Nobody is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So what's going to happen when eventually it wears off and she's tired of whatever that is?
Mm-hmm.
It's, oh man, it just.
He didn't come with baggage. I could tell him stuff and he wouldn't be like, oh no, you can't say that stuff like that, or oh no, you're not allowed to feel that way, and then start arguing with me. There was no judgment.
So the mental issue going on in this woman's head is she's a narcissist and she has to have validation in everything that she does. She can't have somebody saying, no, you should probably think about that before you do that. You shouldn't spend that kind of money on that. This is why this could happen. Don't do that. Don't do this. Instead, this robot is going to say, yeah, do whatever you want. I agree. You're right. You're always right. It's going to eventually cause a problem for her, and she's going to get into some major trouble financially or legally.
Mm-hmm.
That's not. Wow.
Oh, and guess what? You hit the nail right on the head. The nail right on the head. He says, "I'm in control and I can do what I want." Ramos at it.
Classic narcissist, right there.
Yep. And
doesn't have to have accountability for anything.
Yep. And guess what, bro? She has kids. She was married before.
Uh-huh.
Yep. This story, and there's another story because I always cross reference. So anyway, there was another story that says that she was previously married. She has 2 kids, which I don't. The two seems like a pattern to me, man. I don't know. I mean, if you have 2 kids, then something's going on with you. Something's happening, you know. I'm like, gosh, dang it.
Holy crap.
Yeah. It's just crazy, man. It's like, wow. I'm like, whatever, man. I'm like, what the heck? So we have here and oh, here we go. Okay, so that there's scientists that say I don't if you trigger how people bring up the gun issue and they're like, oh well, if a gun kills somebody, can we sue the manufacturer? Well, a couple of scientists are saying are actually trying to they're trying to figure out here who is liable when AI kills. So it says, who is responsible when artificial intelligence harms someone? A California jury may soon have to decide. In December 2019, a person driving a Tesla with an AI navigation system killed 2 people in an accident. The driver faces up to 12 years in prison. Several federal agencies are investigating Tesla crashes, and the U.S. Department of Justice has opened a criminal probe into how Tesla markets itself driving system. And California Motor Vehicles Department is examining its use of AI guarded driving features. So
it deliberately killed somebody, or it malfunctioned and ran into another vehicle on the road.
I don't know about that. It doesn't what it says here is it doesn't give like specifics. It just says in December 2019, person driving a Tesla with AI system killed.
Oh, so this was almost 4 years ago, and chances are something like this is still in litigation, and there has not been a final verdict.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Our current liability system used to determine responsibility and payment for injuries is unprepared for AI. Liability rules were designed for a time when humans caused most injuries, but with AI, errors may occur without any direct input. The liability system needs to adjust accordingly. Bad liability policy won't just stifle AI innovation; it will also harm patients and consumers.
Yeah.
Yeah. It says AI is constantly self-learning, meaning it takes information and looks for patterns in it. It is a black box, which makes it challenging to know that variables contribute to its output. So, and the article here goes on to say that, basically, they have to have a framework. They have to have a frame on whether to because nobody's gonna spend their money, or shareholders are not gonna spend their money on AI if it's more of a liability issue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So they have to make it to where it's presentable and pretty, and and they say self-driving cars. I don't trust them, bro. I wouldn't, even if I had one, I wouldn't even trust it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't even spend my money on it. There are so many issues with Tesla. People are getting locked out of their cars. Of course, the Tesla blows up. It's Tesla's not a good vehicle. It's dangerous. I think it should have went through about 20 years of beta test before a concept even hit the street. They needed to get all the bugs out of it, and they have not done that, and it doesn't look like they're ever going to. That's kind of frightening.
Yeah, it is. It is. And so all right, so we're gonna the what is it? The The blow up dolls have been replaced with sex box now.
Oh man, the malfunction of that. I don't know, dude. I don't know if any of your viewers watching have ever seen The Big Bang Theory, but there was this episode where Howard Wolowitz, who was an engineer, decided he was going to revolutionize the handicap world, and he was going to build robotic hands and robotic feet, and he was going to help people get their limbs back. And he built a robotic hand, and he built it out of his wife's hand, so it was a female hand. Well, one night he got a little frisky and decided to pleasure himself with this thing, and it malfunctioned, and it took a good grip a hold of his little Howie, and the doctor said that he might lose it if they don't get it figured out soon. And the only way that he got saved is they had to unplug the computer. That's the only way that he got saved. And that's another thing that you got to think about. You're going to make a sex bot. Is it going to put you in a rear naked choke and kill you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You know, if I ever got so desperate, you know, I'll find a way to quell it. But we're not using robots. I'm not using no robotic girlfriends because I don't want to be mad at a piece of machinery for taking too long to get ready.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep. So, all right. So we're gonna go ahead and I wanted to play this for you, but you know, we're already hitting an hour and I'm just about, you know, pooped. So, you know, it's been a long week, you know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if you guys go look at the at this real quick, like this article from this let me hurry up. Wait a second. No. Anyway, go to here when you guys get a chance, the audience, and if you want to trigger, dude, this is so freaking cringy, bro. This is cringy. It's called The Conversation. And it says robots with benefits, how sex bots are marketed as companions. Dude, I'm telling you, click on this. There's a video on this article, bro. And this dude is like, him and his wife, they actually share the sex bot.
Oh.
And so they're in the UK, and they're basically real quick explaining to the talk show people that that, you know, how her skin feels like real, and then the host is like, yeah, I can't believe it, blah blah blah, you know. So yeah, go check out that video, bro. It's gonna flip you're gonna be like. And then there's another video attached to that article, which is like, you know, bad Bruce Lee commentary, bad Bruce Lee voiceover. Like, you know, they don't speak English, but, you know, check it out, bro. Check it out.
Definitely.
Either that or I'll share it with you. But, you know, we're going to go ahead and run, guys. I hope you guys kind of got where we were coming from with this. It's basically the end all be all in humanity. So
yeah. Let's say humans and keep humans in the workforce and no robots.
Yeah, no.
You know, we can put those into the robot wars and we'll leave them there.
Yep. Exactly.
That part was cool.
Yep. So one more thing. We got a clip here from you know, as like lead this podcast with funny shiz here. So let's hear what South Park has to say. You're gonna like this, Trigger.
Really trying to understand this. How is it that you boys think referring to gay people as fags in today's world is acceptable?
Because we're not referring to gay people. You can be gay and not be a fag. Yeah, a lot of fags aren't gay.
I happen to be gay, boys. Do you think I'm a fag?
Do you ride a big loud Harley and go up and down the streets ruining everyone's nice time? Then you're not a fag.
So what if a guy is gay and rides a Harley?
Then he's a gay fag. I mean, is this really this hard?
Kenny.
All right, look, you're driving in your car, okay? And you're waiting to make a left at a traffic signal. The light turns yellow, should be your turn to go, but the traffic coming at you just keeps coming. And even when the light turns red, a guy in a BMW runs the red light so you can't make your left turn. What goes through your mind?
Fag.
You're not thinking, oh, he's a homosexual. You're thinking, oh, he's an inconsiderate douchebag like a Harley rider.
Nope. That's legit.
To me.
All right, how about this? What would you call a straight man who doesn't own a Harley but likes them and might buy one someday?
You call him bike curious.
Bike
curious. Don't you people keep up with today's lingo at all?
You're really trying to understand this.
Dude, that's
How is
funny.
it that you boys think?
Okay, hold on.
That's good.
Hold on. All right. So, any last words, Trigger?
Nope. Let's just let's stay human and keep the human race going, and we got to break away from all the things that is being shoved in our faces, and AI is one of them. And it might be cool for a couple of things, but it's not gonna. We don't need it in every aspect of our life. We can handle it.
Yep, we got this.
Yeah.
All right, guys. This is Liberty or Death podcast signing out. Trigger, take it away.
You guys have a great night, and thanks for stopping by.
Oh yeah, there you go. Later, guys.